We're live with Shane Warne at the Oval. Shane is going to be answering some of your questions, so keep them coming in the comments box below. Just firstly, Shane, what are you making on the cricket today? It looks like Pakistan potentially can wrap things up today.
Yeah, I thought yesterday they played wonderfully well, Pakistan, and today they've come out and got those crucial wickets. I think the Moeen Ali dismissal just on the break before lunch was a big one, because Moeen Ali and Bairstow played so well together that they break that partnership now. They're probably one ball away, 1 wicket away from 9, 10, 11. Although they can all bat a bit, you sense the end isn't far away for England once they get one more wicket.
You've been in the third man chair so far this morning. What have you been looking at in particular?
Looked at Gary Balance against pace and spin. Looked at Moeen Ali, how well he's played Yasir Shah and how well Yasir Shah set him up for a quicker one today. So I thought that was excellent. Yeah, I think Pakistan have played some good cricket in this Test match since right from ball one. I thought they did well to knock over England for 328. It's probably a 400 pitch. They went in there and batted well. Yunus Khan was outstanding with his 200. And then they bowled well. They didn't give up their lead this time like they did in the last Test match. They bowled poorly at the start of the second innings and gave up their lead. In this Test match, they haven't done that, and they've been really good. So, and as I said, they're probably one ball away from wrapping up this Test match.
You mentioned they bowled well. 4 wickets so far for Yasir Shah.
Yep.
Although Shiraz has just asked the question, why is Yasir not turning the ball so big?
I think what he's trying to do is get a bit more shape on the ball. When I say that, I mean a bit more air. Rather than bowling fast and flat, he's bowling a little bit slower. And I think Bairstow's playing him really well. I think the odd one's turn. It's still a pretty good pitch. So there's not a lot of turn there, just the odd one's spinning. And I think what he did well yesterday was early in his first over, bowled one, a really slow one on off stump that really spun. And that sort of set the tone and set a mental sort of image in the rest of the England batsmen, say, hey, it's turning here at the Oval. And suddenly he's been able to work them out with some clever changes of pace, some clever tactics. I thought the dismissal to Moeen Ali was outstanding. And, you know, he'll just toil away. He'll get the odd one to spin. He'll get the odd one to bounce. He'll go around the wicket for a bit. He'll go over the wicket for a bit. But I think he's bowling well. This is what we like to see Yasir Shah bowling.
Question in from Jeff Francis. He's saying, would 2-2 be a fair result from the series?
That was Ian just enjoying his. That was the beefcake over there. Just enjoying his lunch. No, it wasn't Michael Atherton. It was Ian Botham, Sir Ian Botham, just enjoying his lunch. If you heard a loud belch from the seat next to me. What was the question again, buddy? I can't forget what the question was.
2-2 a fair result, Jeff.
2-2 a fair result. I think so. Yeah, I think England have probably played well, they've obviously played well in the middle 2 Test matches, but Pakistan played well in the first Test match at Lords, and they've outplayed England here in this one. So yeah, 2-all's a good result. A 5 Test match series would be nice, so there'd be a winner in the next one. But unfortunately, it's only 4 Tests.
You mentioned Beefy here. He's got eyes on the United game at the minute, but he was
watching the highlights of Scunthorpe.
The highlights of Scunthorpe. It was an important draw for you guys yesterday. He was interviewing Beef at lunch. You're a big golf fan yourself. It's good to see him at the cricket.
Yeah, great to see the Beef at the cricket. It was nice to see Beefy and the Beef having a chat. Look, we all love our golf, and I think what the Beef is doing for the game of golf, the way he interacts with the crowd, the way he conducts himself, it's just fun. He's letting himself, his personality play. He's a wonderful golfer too. He's just great for the game. He's a real breath of fresh air. So more of it, I say. It's nice to see that. And sometimes the golf can get a little bit sterile, but he keeps it fun. He keeps it interesting, and the crowd are responding to it. When you watch him play, and you can hear it all come through the TV saying, Beef! He's a legend, so he doesn't take himself too seriously either. So it's nice to see him enjoying the cricket.
I'm not sure if I should ask you this question or perhaps Beefy, but as in drinking battle between those two, who do you think's coming out on top?
Wow.
Not nowadays.
You know, what do you think, Beef?
I would throw in the towel, mate. He's junior pro. I should think he's in better shape than I am. I don't drink now, Warnie. I'm boring. Billy Boring.
Well, all I can say is over the probably 25 years I've known Beefy, Ian Botham, I don't think there's been anyone better in that category. The only one I think that I can think of that I've played with would be David Boone, who, without trying to, well, we'll just tell a quick story here. I know there's no one really watching, is there? The 56 cans he had on a plane trip from Australia to London. But what people didn't know, he's had 6 pots at the Jackaroo Lounge Bar at Tullamarine in Melbourne Airport as well. So somewhere around 60 odd cans is a fair bit of drinking. And I think he's probably the only one that could catch up with our lovely Ian Botham, Sir Beefy. But by all accounts, the young Beef on the golf course could give it a real shake. So maybe we should get them all together and see what would happen. It could be fun. We might not put the cameras on, but it would be fun.
How's you feel?
Good stuff. They're not the only guest we've had in over the cricket over the past couple of days. We also had Ed Sheeran in yesterday. He's a pal of yours, isn't he?
Yeah, over the last few years, I've been, last 3 or 4 years, I think, maybe a bit longer. I've got to know Ed Sheeran pretty well. I met him once, I met him in an elevator at Crown Casino, actually, in Melbourne. And he took a picture with my daughter. We did some pictures. We hung out, had a couple of nights out, having a few beers and stuff. And we've been mates ever since. Got to know his family and his friends. And it's great to see him. I love his music. His music's outstanding.
What's your favourite song of his?
Photograph, Thinking Out Loud, one of those two would probably be my favourite. He's got so many good ones, but probably one of those two would be my favourite. But yeah, he's a good man and had a nice little night out with him last night, just a couple of quiet ones and a bit of dinner. It was good fun.
And Curtly Ambrose was here yesterday as well. I mean, did you watch much of the masterclass? Were you impressed with Athers and Nas against him? What do you reckon?
Yeah, Athers and Nas did a wonderful job. I'm sure they'd rather face Curtly Ambrose right now than what they did during their career, because he was nasty. He was very, very nasty.
How did you get on against him?
No good. No good at all. He hurt me a lot, and I got out to him a lot, and I don't think he ever said hello. I think the first time I spoke to him, in knowing him and playing against him for 20 odd years, was last year at the Cricket All-Stars when we took cricket to America, and he sort of had his guitar out and sitting on the bus, he'd say good morning.
Very sad news coming in here at Dictor Media after the loss of a great cricketer, the legend Shane Warne, who has passed on at the age of 52. The Austrian spinner, who is one of the highest ever wicket takers in the cricket, passed on, and according to the so many reports coming in, it must have been a heart attack. In a statement, Warne's management said, "It's with great sadness we advise that Shane Keith Warne passed on of a suspected heart attack in Thailand today, on Friday, 4th March. The statement further added that Shane was found unresponsive in his villa, and despite the air-based efforts by the medical staff, they could not really revive him. The family requested privacy in this moment in time, and they will provide further details in the due course." We are looking at a gentleman, a huge personality in the cricket industry, and all we can say is RIP Shane Warne.